Hey, thanks for checking out this video of the new BomesElectric Bat. It has programming that you can do on the push button switches. Everything else is the same tone and controls. All the knobs are still analog. They can't be programmed. It's just the push button switches that can be programmed. And right now we're going to be going through the 3 different switching modes and how to get to them and what they are. The Bat comes stock in what I call alternating mode, and I'll show you why. So here's just our basic tone from the amp. So alternating mode is if I turn on, I set this up as like kind of boost 1, so there's just a little overdrive boost on it. So why it's called alternating mode is when I switch over to here, it alternates the light, which goes to, I set this button up as like a higher gain. And then when I go back to the less. And then when I have 0 lights on, I am bypassed. So let's go back to, so if I just go from bypass to high gain, and then it can alternate over to here, alternate back, and then if the lights are off, then we are on bypass mode. So also there's a circuit in a new Bat that has that helps decrease the clicking noise that you get inside the amp. So that's in there. There's ways to turn that on and off. I'll show you that later in a different video. But anyway, so we're in alternating mode right now. There is another setting on this. I call it always on mode. And what that is if you hold down the right button till it flashes like that, now the pedal is always on. As you can tell, the pedal is always on. So now what it is, I have this set up as like a basic, just low level gain, and then I have stage 2 set up over here. So there's a higher. So then there's the highest, and so the in the always on mode, it is alternating. So when the lights are off, I call it gain stage 0, and then whatever, this one is gain stage 1, this one is gain stage 2, but of course in our next video it'll show you how to actually program the gain stages of this. So right now we are in always on mode, so I'm going to hop back out of it, back to bypass mode. So there's bypass mode. So the way you can also set this up is what I call traditional mode, which what you do is you unplug the Bat, and while you are turning it on, you hold one of the 2 switches down, and what it's going to do is it will blink at you. There we go. And so now we are in traditional mode, and what traditional mode is it's lights are off, is bypassed, then this turns the Bat on, so it's engaged or bypassed, and then this, like a normal pedal, sets the boost, and so then that's the boost button. And so then if you turn this off, that's still on, which means the boost will be on, but the pedal is bypassed. So it's traditionally how normal pedals tend to work, and how like the first version of the Bat worked also. So that's what traditional mode is. We just have the basic on. So and that's kind of how you go between the 2. So now you can also do, if you're in traditional mode, you can do always on. So we would click on here, it would click over, and now we are in always on mode. So of course the pedal's always on its basic setting. And every time you're in always on mode, you are alternating switching. So there's one stage, there's the other stage, and then the pedal's still on when you're in alternating mode. And then to get out of alternating mode, it will go back to whatever switching stage you were in. So we were in traditional mode switching, so that's that. And then if we wanted to get back to our alternating mode switching, we would unplug the pedal, plug it back in, watch it blink a couple times, and now we are in alternating mode, as you can tell. So, and the easiest way to really tell anything is if you had no lights on and you could turn the volume down and it would actually control, you would be in always on mode. So then you can get out of that by holding down the right button for a couple seconds until the lights flash, and that'll toggle you between always on mode and just whatever switching mode basic switching mode you were in. If you turn on one light and you click the other switch and that light turns on and that light stays on, you would be in traditional mode. And now, as you can tell right now, I turn one on, I go to the other, I go back, I'm in alternating mode. And that's the easiest way to tell what mode you are in, just in case you forget. Also, the way the bat works too is it will remember, after you kind of set the programming what you want, it'll remember where you're at, so you can power the pedal down and power it back on, and it will be in whatever mode you're in, whether it's alternating mode, traditional mode, or always on mode. So anyway, normally you'll just kind of set it up for what you like and leave it there, and you'll be good to go. So thanks for checking this out, and be sure to check out the other videos on how to use the new BomesElectric Bat. Thank you.